Hello viewers, this is Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And as always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breach your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain some adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain some adult language. Now, if you're over 18, then you should go to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, with this everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, the episode starts off like this: we see Team 15 and Team 5. Team 15 being, Ribe, Denki, and Metari, and Team 5 being Sabake, Wasabi, and Naname. So basically, they were chasing after some bandits. So basically, so basically they managed to catch the bandits, but the leader was about to get away. So basically, Tsubake tried to use her sword to cut down the trees to track the bandits' force, but her timing was off, and therefore she ended up stopping Wasabi and Name to apprehend the bandits' force. So basically, but lucky for Ribe and his team managed to catch the boss, while Wasabi was complaining that when you did that, your timing was off with that whole almost let the bandit boss got away. So basically, Sabaka was I admit my timing was off, but still doesn't mean we should be arguing at this time. So anyway, after both teams finished catching, why not all the bandits, outside the carving office, that's when the argument between Wasabi and Sabake to continue over almost letting the bandit boss get away, get away. So basically, that's when Dicky said, it's alright, it's it's alright, we caught the bandit boss, and his crew, so basically everything turned out alright. That's when Dinky broke out his laptop, and Sabake has never not seen a laptop before. So basically, we assume that the samurais are not into technology in the whole Shinobi universe in Boruto and Naruto. So basically, Sabake has never seen a laptop before. So basically, I believe that that when it comes to technology, samurais in the Shinobi world are basically like armors. It's sort of like part armors in a way. They're not. They don't use much technology where in the land of iron where the samurais are from. So anyway, so basically Dinky had this new program that mocked every young shinobi's skill level and whatnot. So basically, turns out that Sabake out of old team 5, Sabaki has a high skill level, but also that but according to Dicky's data, that ever since Sabake joined Team 7, ever since Sabake joined Team 5, the mission rate has been going down lately. So basically, when Sabake joined Team 5, with Namine and Wasabi, the mission rate has been going down. So basically, so basically, Sabake was kind of concerned about that, and so were the others. So anyway, after hearing seeing Dinky's data on this laptop about Team 5, mission rate and whatnot. So basically, Sabake Sabaki and the others decided to, when it comes to instead of just working together, improving on their teamwork and skills together, they decided to to make it a competition that each whoever does better on each of their missions, will get special treatment and shit like that. Instead of just what, let's work together, improve on our missions, but instead they decided to make a whole competition to see which individual can, which individual who can, make the best who can do a better job at the mission that their team is assigned. After two missions, the competition started after two missions, and after a couple of missions, each one of them had to seed it on the couple of missions with this whole competition. So basically, Hannibal was kind of worried that she's happy that that Tsubaki, Wasabi, and Nagane are motivated, but at the same time, she's kind of worried that this whole competition will soon backfire. So basically, when it came to the next mission, to bodyguard a merchant, instead of bodyguarding the merchant, they let the merchant unguarded, and he almost got robbed. But luckily for Hannibal, that the merchant was saved. So basically, so the competition between Hannibal and Nominate and Wasabi almost got a innocent man almost robbed and beaten up. But lucky that Hannibal Sensei was there to stop the robbers from beating up the man and robbing the merchant. So anyway, after almost failing their mission, they say that, after almost failing their mission, they said they were going to try to do better, and that's what Hannibal said, that, there won't be you guys won't be having any mission tomorrow until you guys get your shit together. So basically, like, you guys, the old competition almost cost a client his life. So basically, so your punishment is you guys won't have any mission tomorrow. So basically, until you get your shit together. So basically, after Hannibal told them that you guys ain't going on no internet, you guys are on punishment until you guys get your shit together. So anyway, so basically the next day we see Sabake, writing a letter to her mother and whatnot, and saw that Weebay's team was going on the mission that they were supposed to go on. So basically, like the Weeday team took over the mission that Sabaki's team was supposed to go on. It's just a pig hunt. So basically, Weebay's team took that mission from Sabaki's team after they screwed up their last mission. So basically after talking to Weebay and whatnot, Sabaki was like, Sabake went to the Thunder Burger restaurant to go eat some French fries. So basically, Boruto showed up. It's like why don't you just eat it? Every time I see you here, you're always eating French fries, never eating the whole meal. So basically, Sabake said, I just like French fries. So basically, Boruto decides to, help Tabaka to try something new. So basically, why don't you just try my hamburger and my soda with your French fries? So basically, Sabaki ate the hamburger with the French fries and tried the soda, and all three of those things together were delicious. So basically, you see how you see what you was making. The hamburger, the French fry, and the soda help each other out. So basically, Boruto. So basically, Boruto, it's like you say you could go have this. I'm going to talk to my king about our next mission. So basically, Sabaka was wondering, was thinking that maybe instead of working as individuals with Sabaka and so basically Sabaka was thinking after trying the hamburgers with French fries and with soda, that maybe she should be working with Nominate and Wasabi instead of them working as separate individuals. Sabaka went to the trade grounds where Nominate and Wasabi were doing some trading. Before she even say anything, they heard a noise nearby the train ground. So basically, they went to go see what the noise is. Turned out there was a guy tied up in bushes in the forest. So basically, they untied. They untied the guy and whatnot, and he's saying that a bunch of bandits tied me up. I was supposed to escort Team 15 for the bull hunt. So basically, that turns out that team 15 it's been set up by the bandits. So basically, Sabaka recognized the guy who was tied up. He said, "I show you we're digging the other area." So basically, the escort guy said that wasn't me. That was a bandit using a disguised jutsu. So basically, Nominee went to go get police while the others go time where they go find Weebay, Melanie, and Dinky. So anyway, meanwhile, somewhere else in the forest, we see Dinky and his team following the fake escort on the fake pig hunt, and Dinky, and that's when Weebay got concerned and started to get suspicious about the open area that they were in. So basically, the guy who describes himself as the escort, they bring himself as the boss of the bandit boss. So basically, it turns out that the bandit who describes himself as the escort is actually the brother of the bandit boss that rebate team, captured a day ago. So basically, he said he wanted revenge on the team that captured his brother and locked him up in jail. So basically, a whole bunch of other bandits surrounded Rebate and his whole team. So basically, Team 15 was outnumbered until Team 5 showed up, being Sabake, Wasabi, and Nominee showed up to back up Team 15. So basically, Sabaki said that don't worry, we also called to reinforce it. So basically, And so basically, they start to fight the bandits and whatnot. So basically, after seeing, so basically during the fight, Tabake saw how well that that Ribe, Medellin, and Dinky were working together. Taking their weaknesses, and turning it into strength. So anyway, the bandit boss, the brother of the bandit boss, was trying to escape, but so basically, Tabake, Wasabi, and Nombre went to go kiss up the bandits' boss further, while Weasley's team took care of the rest of the bandits who were trying to ambush them. So while chasing the while chasing the bandit boss's brother, turned out that Chewbacca's team, turned out that Team 5 was being led into another trap where more bandits were waiting for them, was waiting for them, and that's when Chewbacca finally told them that we need to work together. So basically, I just realized after trying hamburgers for French fries for soda, I realized that we need to work together as a team instead of as separate individuals. So basically, together that working together as a team, they managed to take out the bandits and capture the bandit boss. So basically, the episode ended with Wasabi and Namine thinking that when Sabake used her snowstorm slash technique, they thought she was dying from using that technique. But turns out it just she just ran a chakra and she just passed out. So basically, the others, Wasabi and Naname thought after Sabaki used her snowstorm slash technique, they thought Sabaki was dying from using that attack. But she just every time she used that attack, she used a lot of chakra. So basically, she can't do that all the time. So basically, that snowstorm slash technique takes out a lot of her chakra. So basically, she can't always do that all the time. So basically, she have to pick and choose when to do that attack. So she can't do that attack every time. So anyway, the episode ended with with Dickie King laughing at Chibake's team, at Chibake's team thinking that thinking that she was dying from using her technique, but she just passed out and just fell asleep, and that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. This was a very good episode of Boruto. This episode had a very good lesson about teamwork. So anyway, this was a very good episode of Boruto. I like the episode when Boruto and his friends learn important lessons got working together as a team. So anyway, this was a good important episode. So basically, this is a good episode about Team 5 being Sabake, Wasabi, and Namine working together as a team instead of working as separate individuals. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it just okay? Please let me know, or just now. Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Review. Sign off. 1.